Greetings to my fellow SACRO colleagues. I'm Mark Strickland. I'm the Dean of Academic Services and University Registrar at the University of New Orleans. And it was my pleasure to be a member of the SACRO Executive Committee from 1983 to 1990. I served as a member at large, Vice President for Records and Registration, President-elect, President, and of course, past President. I was President in 1988 through 89, and at that time our meeting was held at the Sheraton Kensington from February 11th through the 15th, 1989 in Tulsa, Oklahoma. And Leanne Brewer was the local arrangements chairman and did an outstanding job. It was our first visit to Oklahoma, and we had 500 members in attendance at the meeting. President-elect Michael Malone put on an excellent conference, many programs of interest, a lot dealing with enrollment management, which was just coming into the limelight at the turn of the decade of the 80s to the 90s, and a lot of emphasis on this. The meeting had several new things in that on Saturday we conducted a college fair in which about 25 universities participated. And this got us very good press in the Tulsa area and for about 100 miles around Tulsa, and afforded the opportunity to a lot of students in that area to visit with universities and colleges that they would not have had the chance to do so. Probably 300 or 400 students attended this college fair. One of the highlights, I think, of the meeting was the Oil Barons Ball, because it afforded us the opportunity, at least some of us on the executive committee, to dress in formal attire. And of course, being from New Orleans, anytime you can dress in formal attire and go to a ball, you seize that opportunity. So we were in our tails, and Joe Roof and Mike Malone, and it was quite a sight. But it was really a nice evening with a big dance band, and everyone had a great time. The major focus of my administration really was that not to reinvent the wheel, but really to continue adding enhancements to existing projects, procedures, and policies to ensure that the continuity and the well-being of the organization. Those people who had come before me, especially in the 80s, had done a very good job, the executive committees and the presidents, of placing SACRO on really a very sound foundation. And what we did was simply to continue that work that they had done, and some of the areas that we tried to venture forward in. Of course, we renewed our support for the SACRO Journal during the administration. It changed, the editorship of the journal changed. Margaret Perry, the founding editor, who had done such a remarkable job in starting the SACRO Journal and worked so hard to get it going, stepped down, and Linda Finley from McNeese State University in Louisiana took over. And we made some decisions at that time to separate the business manager's position from the editorial board, and Jerry Montag took over this operation so that he could go out and raise advertising money that would help support the journal. And the executive committee voted to continue the journal for another 2 years and then to review it. And of course, in hindsight now, we look back, we see that the journal is well established, and that the efforts of people like Margaret Perry and Linda Finley and members of the journal board have allowed the journal to get to where it is today. One of my projects, and something that I've worked for many years and that we worked hard on during the year that I was president of SACRO, was better communications, a better working relationship with the NCAA. Because in the 80s, the registrars and the admissions officers were basically being closed out from contact with the National Collegiate Athletic Association. And while many of us were responsible for the certification of athletes, we couldn't even make a phone call to the national office of the NCAA for clarification. And so we worked very hard during that year, and we tried, the executive committee granted me permission to work with the NCAA to establish a relationship between SACRO and that agency. And in turn, we worked with ACRO. And the result was that we decided that SACRO would back off a little bit from our pressure, and ACRO would work hard for us. And I think our efforts led to probably a little bit better communications. While we never really got the right to make these telephone calls and such, I think we established other inroads in which the communications then was much better. And this resulted in Sarah McNabb, who was at Indiana University and who was ACRO's representative to the NCAA, attending our national meeting, our regional meeting, and spending some time with us, learning about our needs with the NCAA, and really going back to the NCAA and carrying our message to them. From that, as I said before, I think our relationship with the NCAA was much better. As with all presidents, I think one of the nicest things about being the president of SACRO is the ability to travel and to meet with other state associations. I was very fortunate in that I got to attend the Carolina meeting, the Georgia meeting, and the Florida meeting. And I got to see really what I always knew, that the strength of SACRO comes from the state associations and from their membership. And as you know, SACRO is a regional made up of many states, and because our states are so strong, therefore SACRO is very strong. And I was, you know, especially appreciative to the Florida group, because when I attended their meeting in St. Petersburg, they went out of their way to make sure that this New Orleanian felt at home, and they even staged a hurricane for me. And the last evening of the meeting, we were in the hotel, and we were the last people left on the island, and there were 85 and 90-mile-an-hour winds buffeting the hotel. But I felt right at home, and I'll always be appreciative to my Florida friends. It's really an honor to be able to serve an organization such as SACRO, and I will always cherish the 7 years that I was able to be on the executive committee, the friendships I made, the travels that I got to make. It was rewarding to me, both professionally, intellectually, and I always remember it. I encourage all of the people in SACRO, all our members, especially those new members, to get involved with the organization and to seek an opportunity to serve the organization. I think you will find it most rewarding. I'm sorry that I can't be with you at this meeting, the 50th birthday of the organization, but I know that all my friends, my colleagues will carry on. You'll have a good time. You'll enjoy Louisville. I'm sure Ray Steins is going to put on one hell of a meeting. I hope the weather cooperates and that you have a great time. Enjoy.
I'm a fellow SACRO